I'm Archbishop Mark Coleridge, and you are watching Q&A, question and answer for the Catholic leader. In my hand I have a Bible. Now, some people think that when they read the Bible it's like visiting a dusty old museum. It's full of old things that are boring, and that this stuff that comes from once upon a time has nothing to do with my life. So why should I bother with the book? The fact is, though, that the Bible is part of God's communication with us, and that's never just once upon a time. God did communicate with human beings in the past, that's for sure. And that communication is recorded in all kinds of ways in the Scripture. But the same God communicates to us now, and in one of the privileged ways in which God does that is through a book, the book that we call the Bible. So what I would claim, and what I experience in fact, is that in this book there is a living voice for those who have got ears to hear, and it's the living voice of God, who understands the predicament that we human beings face, because very often we're kind of awash with our confusions, uncertainties, hesitations, ambiguities. We're not sure what it all means. Well, God understands that and wants to speak to us to lead us out of all that confusion into a sense of peace and clarity of mind and heart. And that's what the Bible's all about. So the Bible interprets me before ever I interpret the Bible. If you go back to the very beginning of Scripture, where we're told that there is the dark and the empty and the chaotic, and then God speaks in the midst of the darkness and says, "Light," and there was light. This interprets me. It says that there's a darkness in my life, just as there is a darkness in the world. But into that darkness, God still speaks a living word. And the word is still light, and there is light still. So, a living voice that can speak to you as presence and as power to take all the darkness of your heart and of the world and turn it into the light which becomes Jesus Christ. He is the word that God speaks, and it's His voice that sounds in all kinds of ways from every page of Scripture.